First things first, man. I got my headphones like that. That's the first thing first. I don't even need these on, but everybody have a great 2017, man. Happy New Year, all that good stuff. I didn't make a video on it, so that's why I'm doing this little quick cut. 2016 is gone, went by fast. I had a good 2016. Celebrities had it the worst because they were getting bodies. But other than that, I hope 2017 is going to be the best for me, subscribers, and my homeboys, man. Y'all have a good one. It's your boy Tick, and let's get to the video. Yeah, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Tick, aka Game Fanatic, and welcome to my Friday the 13th beta impressions video. About 4 months ago, I was told by one of my homeboys that Friday the 13th, the game was actually a thing. Now, thinking back at the NES title back in the day, I was thinking, yo, this can't work. This is a bad idea. But then I was told it was supposed to be modeled after Left 4 Dead or Evolve, where it takes survivors against the hunter. So, you have the counselors against Jason, which can't really go wrong. These games have known to be, really, really good. So, before the game has even come out and before we actually got the beta, we saw a game titled Dead by Daylight, which pretty much took the same premise. It was a bunch of survivors who were supposed to escape a killer, which was the hunter. And the killer at the time, about 4 months ago, looked like a Jason character. It was a big hulking guy with a mask on who walked around with a cleaver. And I was asked to play the game, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait for the real thing, which is Friday the 13th. And in December, we finally got the beta. So, first things first, the game was fun. I was playing it with a bunch of my homeboys. I got the beta key from Killer Fam. He always comes through with the codes and everything. Sent me one on Twitter. It was like, hey, when you get home, install this. And I was like, cool, I'm going to stream it. So, streamed it. We played a few games, had a ball. Like, it was intense, crazy gameplay, especially playing as the counselors. Like, I haven't felt that much intensity since I played Left 4 Dead Online, when you heard a smoker coughing in the background and you knew that someone was going to snag you, and then a boomer was going to puke on you, then you were going to get beat on by everything else. Like, it was intense because you never knew where Jason was going to be. So the gameplay is very simple. You had Jason. If you play as Jason, you have up to 4 different skills, which is you get later on through the game as the time goes. So first you start off with sense, where he can actually sense your heart rate. Wherever you are on the map, it will show up as a little red beacon that'll show you your heart beating. And if you're in a cabin, it would actually show the whole cabin as red. Then you eventually will get teleport, where, like in the movies, Jason will teleport from anywhere to your location. And also, he can also get an ability where he would move extremely fast. I don't know what that was called, but he can move very fast, like some type of phantasm. And then the last ability you gain, which is Rage, is I guess you do double the damage when you hit the counselors. Also, instead of opening doors, he walks through doors and walls because he is in Rage. Now, you get different abilities for your Jason character, along with being able to play other Jasons from the movie. Now, me being an older gentleman, 30 years old, I've seen all the Jason movies back in the day, and I love them, and they were the scariest thing to me as a child. That and Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers. So I thought that this was great that he had all these abilities that he could pull off, as like teleporting and everything like that. The counselors, on the other hand, also have other abilities that they can use. So certain counselors have different ratings, like some are faster than others, some have more stamina, some can calm themselves down a little better than others. If they're not that calm, they'll start squealing or making noises, freaking out. Some are able to control that better than others. As well as there's perks for either Jason or the counselors that you can pick up. So Jason can get other execution moves, which are pretty much finishing moves that he can do to you. On top of that, different Jasons have different abilities, like the Jason 4, Jason can move under the water faster, things of that nature. So that's what they added to the game as perks. So there were some bugs and things I didn't like with the game, but they weren't game-breaking bugs. One being that at times I would walk through the door and the door wouldn't even open. I would just teleport through the door. It was weird. I didn't understand what was happening, but I was like, hey, it's a beta, so actually I do understand why it's happening. Or one like you're just seeing here where I'm chopping the door, I will actually cancel the animation and go back into it, but then I would have to complete the 3 or 4 strikes again to actually destroy the door. So hopefully that's something they can clear up before the game is released. There's other things that I saw on other people's stream, like there was a guy who tried to do one of the stage fatalities on the guy with the fireplace, and instead of putting him in the fireplace, he threw him on the ground, put his foot on him, and he just magically caught fire and died somehow by that. So there are some weird bugs that goes on, but again, this is a beta, so this is a stress test to see, how it works online, and on top of that, things they can fix with bugs. Now, there are some additions I would love added to the game. Some additions I would like to be added is like what I saw on Dead by Daylight, which is Down but Not Out. So one of the parts, I killed one of my buddies just by slashing him with the axe 3 times and he was dead. I would like to have a Down but Not Out animation where they would fall down to their knees and try to crawl away, begging for their life. And while they're doing that, they have the chance of actually recuperating and getting back up. Now, they'll be slower from being hurt, but they can still get back up and try to get away. I would also like it where Jason could actually grab the player while he's in that state and pick them up or drag them somewhere and actually finish them off. Now, since I mentioned stage fatalities about the fireplace, that's another thing I would like added to the game, where there are stage fatalities all over the game, but my first few times playing, I didn't know that I could do them because there was nothing to indicate this. So for specific kills, they should make a silhouette or something around different items around the map that you can actually kill someone with. So if I can smash their heads with the door, highlight the door with some type of silhouette so I know I could do that. Or one of my favorite kills that Jason did back in the movies was he grabbed a girl in a sleeping bag and slammed her up against a tree like a baseball bat and killed her. How about let me drag them to a tree and put a silhouette around it and then let me initiate that kill by slamming them against a tree. Things like that. That's what I would like that to be, that could be added to the game. Other than that, a party system where I can invite my friends or join other matches as a party or something around those lines, because we couldn't invite our friends in regular matchmaking. We had to just make our own lobbies and invite people, and I only had 4 people that I could play with total, so it was kind of boring playing as one person as Jason and then the other 3 as counselors. So in the future, I would like that. Also, I would like different maps. Jason didn't always stay at Crystal Lake, and I did see the Kickstarter where they mentioned that they would add different maps if they hit a certain amount of money. They would add a different stage. So I would love to have a different stage because he didn't always stay at Crystal Lake. In one of the films, Jason goes to Manhattan. He actually follows them to New York. And then in Jason Goes to Hell, he was actually possessing other people and going all the way around the whole town. So he didn't just stay in Crystal Lake. So I would like that as well. And possibly a Jason that could possess people. That'd be cool too, where you can possess the counselors and go around killing the other counselors. So that'd be something that's cool. Now, what I don't want is I don't want any other, characters from any horror films inside this game. A lot of people are saying it would be cool to have this character and that character in the game. No, this is the Friday the 13th game. I would like Jason to be the only main stalker in the game. Just different variations of him is cool enough for me. I don't need any other characters. No Freddy Kruegers, no Michael Myers, no Chainsaw Massacres, none of that. Just keep, Jason as the main killer. But Jason X, even though it was a horrible movie, he should be one of the Jasons and probably one of the last Jasons you can unlock in the game. But anyway, that is my first impressions of the game. Like I said, I had a very good time and fun time playing the game. Everything else about the game was great. I'm looking forward to it. But like I said, I would love a single player, even though I know they're adding a single player, but I would like a very deep single player. But it sounds cool because you can actually play as Jason or the counselors in the single player, so that's pretty good. But I would like it, a nice single player, especially if they're going to charge, more than $25 for the game, and it would have to have a great single player. But like I said, great game. This is your boy Tick. Let me know how you feel in the comment section about the game. If you played it, how did you enjoy it, and everything. But I'm going to be gone. Bye. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to zip it about that subscriber button and check out his past videos. Also, subscribe to his Twitch and follow him on Twitter. Duh.